Loud pipes do not save lives, but these do. What's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Headshot. Thank you for joining me today as I'm going to give you my opinion, strictly my opinion, on loud pipes versus something I think can actually save you on a motorcycle. Okay, so I've heard this thrown around a lot, and I don't even completely disagree with it, by the way. I think, pipes just for you, the rider, and for other people could be beneficial. More for the rider, I think, because they want to hear their motorcycle and what it really sounds like. But to other people, it may not be as big of a deal as you think. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a few things, and of course, I want to hear what your opinion is after the video. I have to give credit from Peter that actually watched my Heritage Classic video, and he's the one I got the idea from. So big thanks to you, Peter. Leave your ideas and stuff down below, and I may use those in a future video as well. Let's go ahead and get into it. So most of the time when you see crashes involved with motorcycles, it's actually cars making a left-hand turn in front of us because they don't see us, or if it's just a single motorcycle crash, most of the time those guys actually crash in the corners. On there, so and the ABS works, by the way. Now, if you think about the average width of a car, just a car is 5.8 feet. If you have a Raptor or TRX, it's even wider. So the average width of a motorcycle is like 2.4, 2.6 feet. So over double the size of a motorcycle is a car. And think about it, man. How many times on your morning commute have you seen people that got hit turning left in front of a light? And obviously, maybe you didn't see it or you know exactly what happened. But regardless, how many times do you see cars in accidents on your morning commute? It really is astonishing, man. So if it's much harder to see a motorcycle, right, because of that really small profile, than it is a car, and cars still get hit. People say they still don't see cars. Think about your chances of actually being seen, kind of slim to none. And this is why we say ride like you're invisible, because you truly are. I mean, there's like, what is it called? Unintentional blindness, where cars are not accustomed to seeing motorcycles. Look twice, save a life, all that kind of stuff. Got to give credit to them too, because that's where I got some of the statistics that I'm throwing out here. But regardless, look twice, save a life. But people don't look for motorcycles. It's just, I mean, you could say it, you could put up all the signs you want and all this kind of stuff. But the idea is you want to be seen, and being seen is way more important than being heard. Think about all the distractions in our day-to-day lives, right? And then you add a, 4,000, 5,000 pound bomb, essentially a driving bomb on top of that. People have cell phones. Everybody has a cell phone that can connect Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I hope that you're watching my YouTube videos. I just hope it's not in a car while you're driving. It's super irresponsible, and all you have to do is in your morning commute, next time, tomorrow, or whatever that day may be, look at the cars when you're in stop and go traffic and see how many people are looking at their phone, letting off the gas, letting on the gas, doing just like this every single morning. I would say probably at least 6 out of 10, if not 7 out of 10 cars. People are looking at their phones or they're on their phones, whatever. No matter what advancements can be made in cars with Bluetooth and everything else, people are still looking at their cell phones. Now, what if they're not looking at their cell phones? What if they're thinking about, man, what am I going to pick up to eat after work? What am I going to, are the kids okay? Or, whatever, man. We have a lot going on in our lives, and you have to understand people are thinking about this stuff just like you're thinking about this stuff on a daily basis. Now, let's talk about something that can save your life in addition to loud pipes, because again, we all like pipes on our motorcycles, but something that can truly save you is lights. Good lighting, LED lighting, and some things that I will put on my bike or won't put on my bike. I want to give you some of those things as well to kind of think about. And the first thing, if you've watched any of my reviews, you know that halogen lighting drives me nuts, especially on brand new motorcycles. It should never be there. Not in today's age. LEDs are like 300% brighter, and that's going to give you a better chance at being seen. Now, let's say you own something like a Street Glide, right? Single headlight. If that's not an LED, change it. By the way, the LED company that I use on everything is Custom Dynamics. They just make awesome stuff. It's quality. I love their stuff. But regardless, if you have a street glide with a single headlamp, right, add the passing lamps. It's a little bit of money, you know. You can get it as cheap as you want to through Amazon or something like that. Or if you want to match it with your Harley Daymaker, you can do that. Or if you want to go Custom Dynamics on everything, you know, you need the little brackets that have the turn signals in there and all that kind of stuff. Add LEDs wherever you can. And on top of that, no integrated brake lights, no integrated turn signals into your brake lights. I know a lot of guys like to do this for a cleaner look and whatever the case may be, but even if they're LEDs, which is better than, you know, just a standard halogen setup, but even if they're LEDs, man, I like having those separate lights just because it may take away from the aesthetics a little bit, but man, I would think it's going to give you a better chance of being seen. I don't know if you've ever seen a motorcycle that had really dim integrated turn signals and brake lights. You can barely see it, dude. Not a great idea when your profile is half the width of a regular car. So anything to make that just a little bit more apparent, a little bit clearer to see is always a good thing. Now, when you own, especially like a Harley or an Indian, you have filler lights that you can do on either side of your fender there, in addition to your regular brake lights, kind of like the CVOs. You can put them on your bags. And Custom Dynamics offers a bunch of different stuff. This is not a commercial for Custom Dynamics. I just like their stuff. But you can get like low profile bag lights. They don't have to be the big ones. Some of them come with freaking little like spoilers on them. It just looks ridiculous. You don't have to do that. You can actually get ones that don't make it tacky, but they serve a purpose. And honestly, unless you're going with just red, some of these things look really good with the smoke lens, and more lights, the better. Another idea you can do to not have like a tacky, let's say you own a street or a road glide. If you don't want to add any lights per se anywhere else, but you want more functionality out of the lights that are already there, Custom Dynamics makes, I know it sounds like a freaking commercial, but they make a tri-bar. So that little running light that's below the main brake light in the back of the rear fender, that light basically serves no purpose. So if you put the Custom Dynamics one in there, it will actually give you brake lights on top of your regular brake lights as well, and it acts like a running light. So that's something you could do without being tacky. On the Road Glide, I'm going to upgrade the lighting on there as well. So instead of having, which the lighting on the Road Glide is pretty good from the factory, it's LED of course, but I have the one, it has the rings around both of the headlamps. So that I haven't hooked it up yet, but I'm going to see how much brighter that thing actually is. But it actually has additional lights there to coincide with the normal LED lights and all that kind of stuff. So super excited about that. But regardless, man, more lights the better. Now, one thing I don't do, and one thing I try to do, is take off any reflectors. I don't know that those make much of a difference. They probably would at night in some obscure circumstance. Maybe if you're turning out left in front of traffic, maybe somebody sees those reflectors. But you also have lights you can put on the side of your motorcycle. Again, I don't want to go too crazy with it, but wherever I can put lights where it doesn't affect the aesthetics too much, I am willing to do that. Now, another thing you can do, and I just kind of noticed I'm wearing a Reinhardt Racing shirt while talking about loud pipes don't save lives. So it's the irony, right? But I mean, I love a good set of pipes, dude. Don't get me wrong. But again, I think lights are more important most of the time. But another thing you can do in addition to this is something I don't do, by the way. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, you should do this, and then I don't do it myself. But you could do it, and it's a good idea. It really is. Wear more visible clothing as well to be seen better. A white helmet, a yellow, even like a yellow, just a construction worker's vest or something reflective. You could wear that. Now, there is some reflective stuff that I have on, some of my jackets and things like that. So that's a good idea as well. Again, reflectors are, they can work, but having something more visible will definitely give you a better shot at being seen. So if we look at those statistics and we say that, Most motorcycle crashes are going to happen when cars are turning left. Loud pipes really aren't going to do you any good, but being seen better on the road surely can help your chances. Now, I agree in just having both good lighting and loud pipes, but that's just my opinion. Then you can really help yourself not only be seen, but heard as well. Your bike will look freaking amazing if you use the right lighting, of course, and use some good pipes. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold the rubber side down.